How's it going, listener? This is Ryan Does here for Across the Bifrost, here for a special little mini episode all about Black Widow and the time that she lifted Mjolnir. Now, when this is being recorded, this is the weekend of the Black Widow release, the movie that we've waited so long for. It's been way overdue, and I was able to see it opening night. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was well worth the wait. And it made me think of how has Black Widow been related to the world of Thor? And there is one significant time in comics that Black Widow crossed over with Thor, and it happened in a What If comic from the Age of Ultron line. So I'm going to go to that comic, and I'm just going to give you a brief overview and tell you how much I loved this issue. It came out in 2014. It was the third issue of a little 5-issue miniseries called What If, the Age of Ultron. And in this comic, just a broad overview of this issue. It takes place in a world where the Midgard serpent, a major foe creature that really bugs Thor a lot, he finds some way to defeat Thor. So in the opening pages of this comic, Thor dies, and Mjolnir does not have a wielder. And for a few weeks go by in the comics, and then a team of like a last stand group of superheroes is trying to get close to the hammer. They've taken up residence in Castle Doom, the base location of Doctor Doom from the Fantastic Four comics, their arch nemesis. This team includes heroes like Nick Fury, the Falcon, Shang-Chi, Silver Sable is in there as well, and the Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff. So throughout this issue, they see different battles with frost giants, and then in the last climactic fight, we learn in this issue that the Midgard serpent is still out there, and that it's the thing keeping humanity between, living and apocalypse. Nick Fury in this issue talks a lot about we are living in the time of a mythological apocalypse. He tells his team often. Natasha is kind of the point of view character throughout, and when the climactic battle takes place, she does the coolest thing. We find out from Nick Fury that the rest of them are just a distraction. They're there. The rest of the team is there as a distraction, because really the conflict, the battle is not about, defeating frost giants and defeating the Midgard serpent. It's about being worthy. It's about having someone ascend to the level where they can fight a god's war. They're humans fighting a god's war. So Nick Fury says at one point, what do we need to fight a god's war? We need a god. So Natasha runs towards the hammer. And as she gets to the hammer, at first she can't lift it. She gets knocked down by one of the monsters, and then you see in the next panel a huge bolt of lightning comes down from the clouds and strikes her. And the next panel, you see her decked out as this goddess of thunder. She's wielding the hammer. She's got armor on, and she goes to town on the Midgard serpent. As the comic ends, it takes place a little while later, and Nick Fury is recalling the story and all the heroes that gave their lives to save humanity. And then the last panel of the entire issue is a statue of Natasha holding the hammer, decked out in her armor, and Nick Fury dubs her a legend. So that was the time that Black Widow lifted Mjolnir and became a goddess of thunder. I feel like it's appropriate this weekend as Black Widow is coming out. We're getting the premiere of the movie. She's kind of front and center when it comes to the Marvel world, that I would give you this crossover episode and give you just a little bit of Marvel history. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know that Black Widow lifted the hammer and took on the role of the goddess of thunder. So I hope you enjoyed that little mini episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review this podcast, Across the Bifrost, on iTunes. Be sure to follow along with us, and always be looking for new episodes. If you're subscribed, they'll already be downloaded for you. So be looking for new episodes. We have a ton of great interviews and guests coming up soon on the podcast. You are not going to want to miss it. Thank you for enjoying this special little mini episode, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember, stay worthy.